Margaret. Welcome to today's meeting. How are you today?
How are you? Long time.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
It's been a while, eh?
Yeah. How are you doing? You didn't even ask of me. You didn't ask of your baby.
You can see me now. You can see that I am putting up a program for everyone, for you, for everyone who wants to take it one step further. How is the
Trust
baby?
me, I enjoy what you are doing. He's doing very well. He is.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm going to fix a meeting with you. I'm going to fix a meeting with you, just like 10-15 minutes meeting. But if you don't mind, it's going to be video so that you can give me your feedback. Is that okay with you?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So let me mute because they are disturbing me. So let me just mute.
Okay. It's okay. Just mute it. Just mute, but stay behind because we are going to start immediately. Thank you. Hi. If you're on the YouTube, welcome once again. It's our third day of Brainfoods Peak Brain Performance Challenge. Hello, Gojo. Hello, Gojo. Hello. FR, are you a father? Are you like a reverend father or something? I am very well, Gojo. My day has been fantastic. You know, it's a Sunday. Well, I'm a Christian, so it's like the best day. Thank you. I see yours was good. Oh, no English. Oh, okay. Going on. Yeah. GK Pandey 701. You are Hindi. Hindi, okay. I'm sure the day of your worship too is always like a beautiful day for you. I can imagine. Yes, I speak English. I am a woman. Is it because of my hair you're calling me bro? I'm a woman. I'm a lady. Oh, India. I have lots of friends in India. I have lots of friends, colleagues, acquaintances, clients. India is like, we are like brothers. We are like mates, friends. India, they are everywhere. We interact. We can relate with each other. We know what's up with one another. Yeah, I understand. Himanshu, thank you. Should I call you handsome or beautiful too? Yeah, India is a beautiful place. I actually have my brother living there, and oh, you like my hairstyle? Can I tell you a secret? I barb it myself. I just take the clipper, I go to the mirror, I do it myself. So if you don't mind, I could actually give you one. Thank you, Himanshu. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. So if you're going to stick around with me, I am a nutritionist, and this is 5 days Brainfoods. Brainfoods is the name of my organization. So we are organizing 5 days Peak Brain Performance Challenge. Himanshu, you're from India too. All right, that's beautiful. We are all the same. We are one. In fact, as far as everyone is a one. Oh, that's beautiful. I love my Indian friends. We have lots of them, families, friends, colleagues that have almost become like brothers to us. So thank you for coming around. So today we are going to speak more about optimizing diet for peak neurological performance. Optimizing diet from for peak neurological performance. If you're a parent here and you do have a challenge with any of your children, I would first of all remind you that you're not alone. You're not alone, and there are lots and lots of parents all around the world who are going through the same thing. Especially if you were newly diagnosed, if your child is newly diagnosed, it seems like it has become the end of the world. Things are no longer going to be well. You get worried about the future. You get worried about how the child is going to cope. When you go out, you get worried. I need to tell you that today it is you who is going to become the voice of the child, the ear of the child, the tongue of the child, the eye of the child. It doesn't mean, oh, Himanshu, you are celebrating a festival of Raksha Bandhan. Oh, that's beautiful. A friend of ours invited us last 2 days ago, that it was a new year or something. We had lots of dishes, we ate, and it was fun. So I didn't know that the festival continued today. Thank you for the knowledge. At least I now know that yes, there's a festival going on in India today. So, like I was saying, as a parent with a child with a challenge, you don't need to feel all alone. You don't need to feel like the world has come to an end. You don't need to, well, as a parent, you have to worry about the future. But we are here to tell you that it is not all bleak. It is not all hope is not lost. Use it as a stepping stone. Like myself, I started, you know, of course, you are a human. That those first few months, you feel lost, you feel disoriented. Unlike our own time, even if you go to hospital, nobody is telling you anything. I remember during our time we went to hospital, and they assigned us to a psychologist. Not that the psychologist wasn't good enough, but the psychologist was now like treating us, the parents, as if we were the ones who didn't know what we were talking about. So they would usually take us on a session, counseling, and telling us how children should be allowed to express themselves instead of helping us to find solution. But today things are a little bit different. A lot of people are beginning to know about all these challenges like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, like autism, like Down syndrome. Like, people are getting to know a lot about it, and it is no longer like a myth before. So, what we are doing today is getting to train parents more on how to optimize the health of their children. Like I mentioned earlier, today's topic is optimizing diet for peak neurological performance. So you get to optimize the diet. Like yesterday we talked about how diet has moved on from just being balanced diet, from just being micro and macronutrients, from just filling your tummy, to doing other things that will help you to get the best out of the diet, either the one you choose to take or the one you have been taking. You probably were not just doing it enough or well enough, or you probably didn't even know the essence of some of the things you were doing. So imagine that you have tried giving your child lots of these wonderful things that many people are talking about, and your child is still not faring better. Imagine that you have been to hospital and things have been done. Like me, I was in hospital, so you cannot blame me that I didn't go to hospital. I was in hospital for good 2 years. We kept going for appointments every 2 days, every 2 weeks for 2 years. Tell me what we were doing. We will go for appointments. The psychologist will be counseling us, the parents, instead of telling us how to handle our baby. We will tell them that our baby used to hit her head on the wall, and then they will be like, now, how do you expect a child to react when you take away what belongs to them? So there were not really any form of succor or any form of solution being offered. But today we are saying that if you imagine that going through all of this, you have seen other parents do one thing and do the other, but yet you are not seeing actual result. So you have tried seeking help, you have tried implementing advices, you have tried one therapy or the other, you have tried all sorts of things that are out there. A lot of people are claiming to be getting results from. You have spent a whole lot of money. Nobody, in fact, Margaret is in a good position to tell us what it means going on this journey financially. I will start telling you because a lot of things I did. Thank you. Thank you. When you come in, help us mute yourself. Thank you, Chika. So I'm not the best person to tell you how much that a parent can spend on this journey because I actually went overboard. I was overdoing it. I kind of immersed myself in it. But Margaret here is a parent who has, she knows what she has spent. But I tell you today that even as she knows what she has spent, today, just before this meeting commenced in earnest, she was just telling me how much results she is seeing. So as a parent, it's a big joy that you have spent so much money, but it is not in vain. So by the time you have spent money, let it be that you are getting the result from what you have spent money on. And that is the essence of this class. So the essence of this class is that if you think that your child needs support, why are you still hesitating? If you think that what you have done in the past still needs to be improved on, why are you still hesitating to seek that help? If you think that where you have been before did not give you like as much result as you hoped for, why haven't you looked somewhere else? If you believe that there is more outside that you can still seek for, why have you not sought for it? So tonight we are going to dive into what we needed to do tonight, which is about optimizing diet for peak neurological performance. It is more or less like what we talked about yesterday, but yesterday we mostly depended on functional nutrition. Now we are going to talk about diet and neurological function. This is going to be one of the topics that is going to be taught in depth in the class, in the course we are going to offer. So this course is going to tell us about how what you eat is directly related to how your brain functions. That is why we say peak neurological performance. So if you are doing things for your brain through your stomach, of course, each time you want to do something for your brain, it is mostly in form of edible. So if you have been doing things that you think is good for you and it is not, providing that peak neurological performance that you hoped for, it is time to seek for extra support. It is time to seek for support of people who have actually, gone through the pains of making this their profession. So in optimizing diet for peak neurological performance, we are looking at those things that you can do through your stomach to improve your function The course is basically purely on emerging nutrition concepts. These emerging nutrition concepts, like we said yesterday, is looking beyond the normal dieting and the dieting So for you to optimize your neurological performance through your nutrition, you need to know the science behind how you eat can affect how your brain functions. So if you know the science behind it, you will be able to harness the power of what you eat to be able to make your brain feel better. So this is going to be based on the concept of the gut-brain axis. The science of the gut-brain axis is going to teach us how whatever is affecting whatever is happening in other words, your brain, your stomach is the gateway to your brain. We have a lot of our children who, after being on the protocol, because actually I don't call it diet, what we offer our children. In nutrition, number one, it is not even right to say you are putting a child on a diet. It is not right. Children should not be on diets. But what I mean is that most of our children, after the protocol, what we begin to see is a child with a lot more focused, a child who is becoming calmer, is becoming that can understand better what their parents are talking. We call it receptive language. We see children who would, sit down and be able to listen to what you have to offer, which would probably not be happening before. And don't forget that for a child to speak, they have to learn. So it is when the receptive language is developing, that is when the expressive language begins to appear. However, expressive language is usually like the very last things to come because it takes a lot more than just knowing. Sometimes they know it, but because they have missed some part of the development, they will still need help with knowing how to form the word. So speaking, what you will notice is that you can already tell the child, go to the room and get me my purse, and the child will run and go, which he wouldn't have been doing before. It means the child is getting better in receptive language. So I am very sure that every parent that has a child with challenge, this is a very huge milestone. It is a milestone that you can already send your child on an errand and they will do it without you having to get frustrated, without the child feeling lost in what you are talking about. So these are these are like the first steps that you realize about how the food the child is taking is beginning to optimize their neurological performance. Other areas that we usually look at when we are talking about neurological performance is that some children, they don't write very well. They cry. They actually cry in pain when you ask them to hold pen or hold pencil. A lot of parents think that, yeah, he doesn't like to write. And even therapists, this is what many therapists think, that this is why this training is for parents, is for therapists, is for carers, is for teachers. So whatever capacity you are attending to a child with challenges, you need to come for this course, because when a child is crying out of pain for holding a pencil, don't blame the child. It is not that they don't want to write. It is not out of choice. It is because it's painful. It is painful to them. And what this means is that something is not right inside of their body. So, from what we know in nutrition, by this optimizing neurological performance, remember, neurological performance has to do with interaction between activities and the brain. So, the child needs some form of nutrient that is lacking for the muscle to be able to produce the required energy to be able to hold that pen. Don't be deceived, the child can be as strong as iron when they hold you, but immediately you ask them to hold something that is very small, they start crying. Even me now, if I'm writing now, you see me holding pen like this because it's hot, it's painful here. So these are the ways you know that sometimes even me as a nutritionist, I know that it's not everything I can give you, because imagine I have studied nutrition for over 20 years. I can't practically just give everything. Like, it's not by choice, but like, it's a process. There's no way I can offer you everything in a space of 2 months. So what I have done is that I have packaged everything I know. Instead of you going to do this or do that, I have packaged everything I know about nutrition, about how they can help you live better, about how they can help your child reason, understand, communicate better. I have packaged it in a course, in a full course that is, oh my god, sometimes I think I am just regurgitating myself in this course. So I would urge you that if you have gone through all of these things we have outlined, the frustrations, the attack, sometimes sometimes people around you attack you as a parent. Why is this child not doing this? Why is this child not doing that? If you've gone through all of that and you believe that as a parent you could do something that would help you to take charge, to take control, to be in charge, like you can actually be like a commander in your own home when it comes to the health of your children. I am asking, what is keeping you? Why are you still hesitating? Why do you think you have to think twice about it? What on earth makes you think that some other person will do this better than you? And I must tell you, your child is like the biggest like, when I think about it, it's like at this age we are just living for the children. Whatever you have done, whatever you are doing, whatever you will do is basically just to give them a better life. Don't continue working on the guilt trip, don't continue working on the helplessness trip, and don't continue working on the overdose medication trip. A lot of our children are on medications that, just about a few days ago I was in a training and I realized that, oh my god, some of the medications they give these children, it shouldn't be at all. In fact, even people in facilities for mentally ill people should not take such medication if there was an alternative. You won't believe what this can do to people. But unfortunately, a lot of parents have to resort to that. But I'm telling you today that this is a course you can do, and I am not saying you are going to be curing your child. No, we don't promise that. But come on, anything that can get your child to function better, to reason better, to understand better, it's worth anything for me as far as I'm concerned. So tonight, as we have looked at how diet can be optimized for peak neurological performance, let us bear in mind that it is not just in one way, it is not just in two ways. The neurological system is like, of course we call it the central nervous system. It controls everything. So even if your child is just having you know there is uh, motor neuron challenges. There are two of them. I'm not sure, it will come to me. Okay, fine motor skill challenge. Fine motor skill challenge is the one where they can hold something big, but they cannot hold something small. Then there is the other motor skill challenge, that is when the child is not strong enough. You see some children, when they are staggering, when they are walking, they are staggering because they are not strong enough. And when it is actually profound, that is when you say that the child has cerebral palsy. So, but today you are getting to see that nutrition will not cure cerebral palsy. Let me just make that clear. But you are getting to see that there are things that nutrition can actually improve, greatly improve in children. So how many ways we have said it will improve the functions of communication, it will improve the functions of muscle control, it will also improve the function of interaction. So, and then you don't even go talking about physical health. So we have all talked about mental health, muscular health, physical health in terms of, having, looking good, good hair, good skin, the food being utilized. Because as we are working on the guts to be able to affect the brain, we are apparently working on everything that has to do with nutrient absorption, nutrient retention, proper digestion, proper distribution of nutrients. And on this note, I would say that optimizing your diet for peak neurological performance cannot get any better than what you will get in this neuro hack nutrition course. So I will urge you, if you are really interested, you can reach out to us on you can send a message to us, you can chat us up. Everyone here knows one or two avenues through which they can reach us. And from today is day 3, from today till the end of the challenge, which is in 2 days time, people that register or show interest for the course are going to get up to 50% discount. It's going to be a bonus for people staying on the course. But if you stay till the end of the course, to the end of the challenge, you are even going to get more bonuses. So this is an encouragement to continue to show and continue to learn as much as you can, because you never can tell where you might need to apply it. I tell people it mustn't be children with neurodevelopmental challenge. You can use this on any child. Every child deserves to be given the best, because the best thing that can happen to parents is that when you grow old, the children are independent, they can live on their own, they can fend for themselves. You don't want to have children that tomorrow they will keep being your responsibility. So invest in them today, invest in yourself today, and invest in their future, so that tomorrow can be a smoother and a better day for us. I don't know if anyone has any question. The floor is open. It's 9:30. Himanshu is on YouTube. Himanshu, my name is Ijoma. Ijoma is my name. If anyone has question on the Google Meet, on the YouTube, we have like 3 minutes to attend to questions. I am not a boy, GQ Pandey, and I am a lady, I'm a woman. See my earring. I am not a boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate your time joining us. Today we have tried to explain how nutrition can affect neurological performance, and I hope you were able to pick that up. Please go back to the challenge, go back to the group, commit to the challenge, tell us that it is going to be a very productive time for you, that it wasn't just wasted. Thank you again. See you tomorrow, the same time, 9 p.m. See you. Bye bye. Thank you, Himanshu. I appreciate your time. Thank you.